Good morning, friends. In this second lecture of the pharmacognosy and phytochemistry 2, we discuss about the primary and secondary metabolite. In last lecture, we see what are the objectives of our subject, why it is need to do the extraction and isolation, why it is need to convert it into the formulation. But here we can just start our first topic, that is how it is synthesized into the plant. If they are the chemicals, then these chemicals having the some basic inputs are required for the reaction, and then only these primary and secondary metabolites are synthesized in the plant. So what are the objectives of our today's lecture? We will able to discuss about the what is exactly meaning the definition of primary and secondary metabolites, its a example, what are the primary, what are the secondary, and how by the single pathway it is a synthesized into the plant. So we will start our session. Primary metabolites. What is this primary metabolites? Primary metabolites which are synthesized in the plant for their growth purpose or for their food purpose, for their energy purpose, which is utilized by the plant itself. Plant synthesize it for their growth. Like that, when the any animals or humans when consume any food and to get energy, and then their metabolism break down these into the simple compounds which are the easily absorbable to the body, that is carbohydrate, lipids, proteins and nucleic acid, to provide the chemical energy for the different metabolic process. But in case of the plant can use the two types of energy, like light energy and some uh, light energy, and the chlorophyll means some chemical energy, and this light energy and chemical energy is converted into the food form. It is, we called it as a photosynthesis. And this metabolism in the plant is during this metabolism the different biochemical reactions are occur in the plant, and number of chemicals are synthesized as a byproduct. And in a plant, specifically, all of you know about the photosynthesis. By the photosynthesis, plant produces its own food. Also during the respiration of the plant, it is evolved the oxygen and some important amino acid like glycine are synthesized during this process. And which plants we are able to call to which are able to prepare their own food, it is called the autotrophic plant. Means it's required the carbon dioxide, some minerals, chlorophyll, and they are preparing their own food. And this food is stored into the different forms in the plant cell. And from that photosynthesis it synthesizes the first energy material, that is the glucose, and then that glucose is synthesized the different biochemical compounds into the plant. Second important thing, these these primary metabolites are, of course, we call it as a primary, means it is a synthesized first into the plant. These if synthesized in a form of carbohydrate, protein, lipids and nucleic acid. As we know, these are used for the plant itself for their energy. But whatever the excessive amount plant prepare, it can be stored into the plant cell, and after the storing, due to oxidation, due to hydrolysis, due to reduction, different chemical reactions are occurred and also produce some enzymes, and it converted into the different biochemical compounds. First in the plant synthesize the carbohydrate or glucose, then from protein, then lipids, and then nucleic acid. What are the basic properties of these primary metabolites? Of course, these primary metabolites are the nutrients, and these are the present in a form of absorbable units. It absorbs in a human body also. These carbohydrate, protein, lipids, all of you know, and it is moved through the blood to the different organs of the different organs of that animal. And these nutrients is made of the number of macromolecules. For example, carbohydrate is made up of the monosaccharides, disaccharide. We will see it in detail, or I think you know the classification of the carbohydrates. Then protein is synthesized from the amino acid. When the long chain of the amino acid, then primary, secondary, tertiary proteins are synthesized in the body. And lipids from fatty acids, means some are basic macromolecules are required, or basic molecules are required to synthesize that whole chain of that biomolecules. What are the basic features, or we call it as a unique features of these primary metabolite? These, first, it is produced during their growth phase, and they are involved in the primary metabolic process such as respiration and photosynthesis. Of course, these metabolic whatever the primary metabolites synthesized in the plant, these are used for the growth purpose. Plant is synthesized for itself, for it is a it's a we call it as it's a diet, for its a food material. The plant synthesize it, but during that metabolic process, the different ATP is or we call it as a adenine triphosphate in a form of energy is a release, and this energy is utilized by the plant for the further metabolic process. These primary metabolites also um, these primary metabolites also intermediate and the end product of the anabolic metabolism. During this biochemical reactions, these primary metabolites are synthesized, and these are the of course these are used as an end product. Mean it is directly synthesized to amino acid and amino acid, or sometimes these process are in a not reach to the end product. Be, in between that, it synthesizes the some amino acid, then the chain of that amino acids are formed, and then protein is formed, or synthesize the pyruvate, then pyruvate to acetyl CoA, then it is enter into the different TCA cycle, and then the formation of the uh, your uh, byproduct. And these micromolecules which are synthesized by the plant is used for the growth of plant, development of plant, and also the reproduction of the plant, because it is a synthesized basically in a form of the carbohydrate, proteins, and lipids. Another important feature of this primary metabolite, they are not showing any pharmacological action or effect. what we are called ki plant is used as a medicine, or what is our base first focus ki how we can develop this plant metabolite into the medicine. But it is an important feature of primary metabolite कि it is used as a nutrient, but it is not used directly for the treatment of any disease. Means this primary metabolite is the source for the synthesis of the another biochemicals, and which we are called it as a secondary metabolite, which having the pharmacological action, but primary metabolite only having the nutrient action. So these are the important primary metabolite features. Means it is a synthesized during the growth of the plant by using the different metabolic reactions like photosynthesis and respiration. Then there are the number of biochemicals are produced. These biomolecules are the end product or the anabolic metabolism or intermediate anabolic metabolism, which is used for the building blocks for the synthesis of the macromolecules. Or these primary metabolite does not shows any pharmacological action. These are used for the only nutrient purpose for the plant also. And when we can eat this plant material, of course we are eating or we are getting the food from the plant for their the basic micromolecules which provide the energy. Here we just revise how the photosynthesis is occur and how the glucose molecule is synthesized. Now, all of you know this reaction. All of you have already studied from the 8 standards. Carbon dioxide, then water. It requires the 6 molecule of carbon dioxide, 12 molecules of water, and light, and also in the presence of the chlorophyll, it produces the glucose. It is a basic molecule which is the first synthesized in the plant, and from that glucose another biomolecules are synthesized. With that, the evolution of the oxygen also and generation of the water. This is a photosynthesis reaction. Now we move towards the secondary metabolite. From the primary metabolite, our secondary metabolites are synthesized. These secondary metabolites are not directly involved in a respiration or photosynthesis. Means these secondary metabolites are not used for the growth purpose, not for the development purpose, or not for the reproduction purpose. These are the compounds which are synthesized during the when the primary metabolites are synthesized, or when the primary metabolites are stored. After that, when the metabolism is occur, then these byproducts are formed, and these byproducts are stored into the plant and stored into the different tissues of the organ of the different organ of the plant. Therefore it is not necessary, as we discussed in a first lecture also, the different secondary metabolites or these secondary metabolites are not stored in a single or not stored in a whole plant of the plant. If the reserpine is produced, it is more produced into the root, and therefore it is stored into the roots only. It is not present in a not we can get it in a leaf. Why? Because there is a that type of that material cannot be produced, because these are the not a nutrient. These are produced as a byproduct. And when the biochemical reaction is occur or metabolic reaction is occur, where that metabolic reaction is occur, at that time that byproduct is synthesized, and it is not required for the energy or for the growth. Therefore the plant tissues or the veins, it is not transferred from the one to another. There may be a chances कि some traces of amounts are carry out, and these are the store into the different parts, but the percentage is more where it is produced, and therefore the secondary metabolite are the vary at the various places, and its a nature, chemical nature, and also the quantity is a vary. These secondary metabolites are, we all know कि these secondary metabolites, some are the effective, means some are produce the pharmacological effect, some are the toxic effect, or some having the null effect. Also these are not produce any specific effect. That these compounds are used for the chemical, as a in a chemical industries, in a pharmaceutical industry, in a food, in a cosmetic, in a agronomy. The different uses of this secondary metabolite at a various places according to their nature of the chemical, it is a utilized. So it is not produced by the plant, sorry, it is a not utilized by the plant, and it is not required for the plant. It is a byproduct or the waste product for the plant, and hardly it is a use for the protection. For example, alkaloids, these are the toxic in nature. If it is a produce, the plant eating animals cannot be eat that plant, and that plant can be survive. But or some bees or some microbial attack on that, then at a time, due to the toxicity, these microorganisms or these cannot be survive on that plant, and plant protect itself. These chemical compounds are, these byproducts are synthesized into the plant, and which is not used for the plant, it is a wastage of the plant, but it is useful for the mankind. It is useful for the surrounding societies, as use important chemicals, synthesize the important byproducts which are the used in a different industries. So here these are the secondary metabolites. How these secondary metabolites are come? Secondary metabolites are come from the primary metabolite. During the biosynthesis of primary metabolites, many secondary metabolites are synthesized. So I think it is clear to you that primary metabolite for the growth purpose, it is used as a nutrient for the human beings and also for the plant, and from that primary metabolite synthesize the secondary metabolite, which is used as a byproduct of that plant, which is having the pharmacological effect, which is used as a pharmaceutical aid, or which is used as a coloring, flavoring, or different types of the chemicals are synthesized as a second from the primary metabolites. Secondary metabolites are synthesized. Now, how these primary and secondary are interrelated to each other? What are the examples of secondary metabolite? Yes, like glycosides, like alkaloids, terpenoids, flavonoids, steroids, uh, some we called it as resins, tannins. These all are the secondary polyphenolic compounds. These all are the secondary metabolite. So from primary to secondary, how it is correlated, we can see in this slide. Okay, first of all, which procedure is occur? That is photosynthesis. From the photosynthesis, we already see the glucose molecule is synthesized. That glucose is called as a carbohydrate. When it is different types of carbohydrates. These carbohydrates we know as a sugar. This sugar is present in a your nucleic acid. You know, deoxyribonucleic acid. This sugar is present in a nucleic acid. This sugar is also used for the synthesis of inositol. Then carbohydrate undergoes the two basic pathway, one for the 6 carbon sugar, another one for the 5 carbon sugar. So 6 carbon sugar gives the glycolysis, From the glycolysis, it is converted to pyruvic acid to acetyl CoA. Then acetyl CoA is enter into the malonic acid pathway, which we are called it as a synthesis of terpenoids. Then it is a use in a malonyl CoA used for the synthesis of lipids, and also malvanoic pathway, which is used for the terpenoid pathway for the terpenoids synthesis. This is the primary and secondary metabolites, how they are interrelated. In next lecture we will discuss it about the details. Okay, how we can discuss the everything in the how from the photosynthesis to different secondary metabolites are synthesized.